The Jeffersons, which aired on CBS from 1975 to 1985, revolved around the lives of a newly affluent African-American couple, George and Louise Jefferson. After achieving success in their dry cleaning business, they made the move from Queens to Manhattan, New York. George Jefferson was portrayed as a prosperous entrepreneur, a millionaire, and the proprietor of a chain of 7 dry cleaning stores. The concept for the show was developed by independent producers Norman Lear and Bud Yorkin. In this video, we will remember 9 actors from The Jeffersons who have since passed away in real life. Don't forget to click the notification bell, and please show your support by liking and subscribing to our channel. Isabelle Sanford. Isabelle Sanford, an American stage, film, and television actress, as well as a comedian renowned for her portrayal of Louise Jefferson on the CBS sitcoms All in the Family and The Jeffersons, has passed away due to natural causes, confirmed her publicist on Monday. She was 86 years old. Sanford's death occurred on Friday at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center, where she had been under hospital care since July 4th. According to Brad Lamack, her daughter, Pamela Ruff, was by her side. Her health had been declining following preventive surgery on a neck artery 10 months ago, although Lamack did not specify the exact cause of her passing. From 1975 to 1985, Sanford co-starred with Sherman Hemsley in the CBS series The Jeffersons, a spin-off from the popular show All in the Family, where she also made appearances. In 1981, Sanford made history by becoming the first Black woman to receive an Emmy Award for Best Actress in a Comedy Series for her outstanding work on The Jeffersons. Marla Gibbs, who portrayed the Jeffersons' maid Florence Johnston, affectionately referred to Sanford as our queen on the show. Gibbs reminisced about Sanford's remarkable comedic talents during auditions, where she could effortlessly light up the room and leave everyone in stitches. Isabelle Sanford, a native of New York, was honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in January, alongside The Jeffersons creator Norman Lear and other notable figures. During the ceremony, she expressed her gratitude, saying, "Here with stars in my eyes, something that I dreamed about when I was 9 years old. There are others that deserve it, but let everyone get their own." Sanford derived great joy from receiving fan mail from those who had discovered The Jeffersons through reruns. Her publicist, Lee Mack, shared that she was both amazed and delighted by the enduring appeal of the show, as she had a deep passion for making people laugh. In addition to her television work, Sanford made her feature film debut in the 1967 classic Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. In more recent times, she lent her voice to The Simpsons and appeared in commercial campaigns for Denny's restaurants and retailer Old Navy. Alongside her daughter, Isabelle Sanford is survived by 2 sons, 7 grandsons, and 6 great-grandchildren. Sherman Hemsley. Sherman Hemsley was widely recognized for his portrayal of George Jefferson in the CBS television series All in the Family and The Jeffersons. Approximately 150 individuals attended the memorial service held at Cielo Vista Church in El Paso. Hemsley, age 74, had succumbed to lung cancer on July 24th, but a legal dispute regarding his estate had delayed his burial. During Hemsley's eulogy, El Paso Police Department chaplain Sam Faraone noted how Hemsley's comedic performances as the cantankerous and bigoted owner of a chain of dry cleaning businesses on The Jeffersons had the power to make people laugh and temporarily forget life's challenges and stresses. Mourners fondly recalled Hemsley's iconic character. As an Air Force veteran, Sherman Hemsley was laid to rest at the Fort Bliss National Cemetery. Following the burial at Fort Bliss, Hemsley's close friend Flora Enchinton Bernal expressed her feelings, saying it was like releasing a dove, allowing him to explore the universe and become one with it. In Hemsley's will, Bernal had been named as his heir, but his half-brother from Philadelphia, Richard Thornton, contested it. An El Paso judge recently upheld the validity of the will. Sherman Alexander Hemsley, born to a father who worked with a printing press and a mother who worked in a factory, served 4 years in the Air Force and spent 8 years as a clerk at the U.S. Postal Service. While attending the Philadelphia Academy of Dramatic Arts as a teenager, he studied acting, leading to his involvement in New York workshops and theater companies, including the Negro Ensemble Company. For several years, he juggled his post office job with nighttime acting before making the transition to full-time acting. In 1970, he made his Broadway debut in Purlie, a musical adaptation of Ossie Davis's play Purlie Victorious, set in the Jim Crow era. He later starred in a 1981 television version of Purlie. It was during a tour of Purlie that television producer Norman Lear approached Hemsley about a role in the sitcom that ultimately became All in the Family. During his later years, Sherman Hemsley called El Paso his home and considered Flora Enchinton Bernal as family. Reflecting on their enduring friendship, Enchinton Bernal looked forward to a peaceful Thanksgiving after the 4-month struggle to ensure Hemsley's burial and planned to set a place at the table where he used to sit. Roxy Roker. Roxy Roker portrayed Helen Willis in the CBS sitcom The Jeffersons, a pioneering role as one half of the first interracial couple featured on regular primetime television. Roker pursued her passion for drama by studying at Howard University, where she learned from esteemed drama instructors Ann Cook Reed and Owen Dodson. Among her fellow drama students at Howard were notable figures such as novelist Toni Morrison, actress Zada Coles, stage director and playwright Shawneel Perry, and actor Graham Brown. All of them were part of the university's theater troupe, the Howard Players. In 1949, Roker joined the Howard Players on a tour to Norway, sponsored by the United States Department of State and supported by Eleanor Roosevelt. She embarked on her professional acting career with the Negro Ensemble Company, where she achieved success as a stage actress. Her remarkable performance as Mattie Williams in The River Niger earned her an Obie Award in 1974 and a Tony Award nomination. During the 1970s, Roker also worked as a reporter for WNEW-TV in New York and hosted a public affairs show called Inside Bed-Stuy, focusing on events in the Brooklyn neighborhood. Notably, Roker portrayed Helen Willis in The Jeffersons, a groundbreaking role that defied social barriers as one half of the first Caucasian African-American married couple, alongside actor Franklin Cover, in a regular primetime TV series. She made guest appearances on numerous U.S. television shows from the 1970s through the 1990s, including Stone in the River, Punky Brewster, Hangin' with Mr. Cooper, A Different World, Murder, She Wrote, The Love Boat, Weepsteak, 227, Beat the Clock, Fantasy Island, and ABC after-school specials. Roker also had roles in the television miniseries Roots and the movie Claudine. Beyond her acting career, Roker was recognized as a children's advocate and received accolades from the city of Los Angeles for her community work. Roker entered into an interracial marriage with television producer Cy Kravitz in 1962, reflecting her character Helen Willis's relationship in The Jeffersons. The couple had a son, singer-songwriter and actor Lenny Kravitz, born on May 26, 1964, and later divorced in 1985. Weather anchor Al Roker and Roxy Roker were second cousins once removed. Roxy Roker passed away in Los Angeles, California, on December 2, 1995, after battling breast cancer. She was 66 years old. Franklin Cover. Franklin Cover, renowned for his role in the television sitcom The Jeffersons. As Thomas, one half of one of the first interracial marriages to grace primetime, has passed away, his publicist confirmed on Thursday. He was 77 years old. Cover succumbed to pneumonia at the Lillian Booth Actors Fund of America residence in Englewood, New Jersey, on the preceding Sunday, as reported by publicist Dale Olson. His residency in the facility had commenced in December 2005, primarily due to a heart ailment he was recovering from. Throughout his extensive 6-decade career in the entertainment industry, Cover made significant appearances on a variety of television shows, including The Jackie Gleason Show, All in the Family, Who's the Boss, Will and Emp Grace, Living Single, Mad About You, and ER. His journey in the world of entertainment began on the stage, where he graced productions like Shakespeare's Hamlet and Henry IV, subsequently transitioning to a series of Broadway performances that included Any Wednesday, Wild Honey, and Born Yesterday. However, Cover's most prominent role was as Tom Willis, a character in an interracial marriage with a black woman, in the beloved series The Jeffersons. He and his spouse resided in the same upscale apartment building where Sherman Hemsley relocated his family after finding success in the dry cleaning business. There, Cover often played the role of a comic counterpoint to Hemsley's boisterous and opinionated black businessman. The show ran from 1975 to 1985. In addition to his television work, Cover also made appearances in several films, such as The Great Gatsby, The Stepford Wives, and Wall Street. He is survived by his widow, Mary, as well as a son and a daughter, Paul Benedict. Paul Benedict, renowned for his portrayal of the English neighbor Harry Bentley on the CBS sitcom The Jeffersons, was a dedicated patron of the Vineyard Playhouse, where he held an honorary board position. The Playhouse is organizing an event titled Tea and Spirits on Sunday, scheduled from 4:30 to 6 p.m., during which board president Dr. Gary Yukovich pledged to raise a cup in Paul's honor. Dr. Yukovich revealed that the well-known storyteller and friend to raccoons, Mr. Benedict, had planned to attend the event, so they anticipate his presence in spirit. Mr. Benedict's unexpected passing appeared to be due to natural causes, and an autopsy in Boston was slated to provide more detailed information. As an actor, Mr. Benedict utilized his distinctive features to great effect, particularly as the eccentric character who painted numbers between 2 and 11 on various surfaces, from streets to Stockard Channing's umbrellas, even bald heads. In the PBS series Sesame Street, Aquinnah resident June Manning recalled Mr. Benedict's gentle nature during his number-painting performances for children at the Martha's Vineyard Hospital and its daycare center in years past. She praised his dedication to the Vineyard community and noted that he contributed whenever called upon. Beyond his acting career, Mr. Benedict had a deep affection for raccoons, often allowing them to feed from his hands. In a message to the Playhouse board members regarding Mr. Benedict's passing, Dr. Yukovich described his impact on the island, highlighting his generosity toward local raccoons and deer, humorously mentioning the possibility of fig Newmans as their treat. Born in New Mexico, raised in Massachusetts, and educated at Suffolk University, Mr. Benedict's theatrical journey began at the ART, American Repertory Theater, and encompassed stages from New York to Los Angeles. He was also a director, frequently working off-Broadway. His film credits include roles such as the director of the gay Richard IV play in The Goodbye Girl, Smitty Brown in This Is Spinal Tap, and Not Guffman in Waiting for Guffman. Zara Cully. Zara Cully was widely recognized for her portrayal of Olivia, Mother Jefferson, on the CBS television series The Jeffersons. In 1940, following her time in New York City, she gained acclaim as one of the world's most accomplished elocutionists. After relocating to Jacksonville, Florida, she became actively involved in the production, writing, directing, and acting in numerous theatrical performances. She dedicated 15 years to teaching drama at her private studio and Edward Waters College, earning the title of Florida's Dean of Drama. Her decision to move to Hollywood was partly driven by experiences with racial discrimination in the South, where she became a regular performer at the Ebony Showcase Theater. Zara Cully passed away at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles on February 28, 1978, at 1:25 a.m. PST, succumbing to lung cancer at the age of 86. Her services were held on Thursday, March 2, 1978, at the Church of Christian Fellowship in Los Angeles, with her final resting place in the Freedom Mausoleum, Columbarium of Victory at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Glendale, California. The ceremony was attended by the entire cast and crew of The Jeffersons, including the show's producer, Norman Lear. She left behind her brother, Wendell Cully, her 2 surviving children, Mrs. Polly Buggs, the wife of John A. Buggs, who was then the Deputy Director of the U.S. Civil Rights Commission in Washington, D.C., and Emerson Brown, along with 4 grandchildren and 2 great-grandchildren. Zara Cully was preceded in death by her parents, her husband, James M. Brown, Sr., and 2 children, James M. Brown, Jr., and a baby daughter who passed away in 1919. In recognition of her contributions, Zara Cully was posthumously honored with a Special Image Award from the NAACP on June 9, 1978, at the 11th Annual NAACP Awards Ceremony. Mike Evans. Mike Evans, renowned for his portrayal of Lionel Jefferson on both All in the Family and The Jeffersons, passed away on December 14th due to throat cancer, as reported by his niece, Crystal Evans. Born as Michael Jonas Evans in Salisbury, North Carolina, on March 3, 1949, he was the son of Theodore Evans Sr., a dentist, and Annie Sue Evans, a schoolteacher. The family relocated to Los Angeles during Evans's childhood. After pursuing acting at Los Angeles City College, he secured the role of Lionel Jefferson in the 1970s sitcom All in the Family. He continued to portray Lionel when The Jeffersons premiered in 1975, a successful spin-off that featured the Jefferson family as the neighbors of the bigoted Archie Bunker in Queens, New York, before their move to the Upper East Side of Manhattan. Lionel Jefferson was played by Damon Evans, no relation, for 4 years, before Mike Evans returned to the series from 1979 to 1981. His career also included appearances in the 1976 TV miniseries Rich Man, Poor Man, and guest roles on TV series such as Love, American Style, and The Streets of San Francisco. His final acting role was in a 2000 episode of Walker, Texas Ranger, Danny Wells. Danny Wells, recognized for his portrayal of Charlie the bartender on The Jeffersons, passed away on November 28th in Toronto at the age of 72. He was an accomplished actor with a career spanning numerous television shows and feature films, dating back to his earliest appearances on Love, American Style. Wells is best known for his role as Luigi in the syndicated Super Mario Bros. Super Show from 1989 to 1991, where he starred alongside Lou Albano, who played Mario. In addition to his work on The Jeffersons, he portrayed studio boss Jack L. Warner in the 2002 television movie Gleason, with Brad Garrett in the lead role as the comedian. His extensive list of television credits included appearances on popular shows such as Rhoda, Columbo, Starsky and Hutch, Kojak, Sanford and Son, The Bionic Woman, Fantasy Island, 8 is Enough, Lou Grant, Happy Days, The A-Team, and Murder, She Wrote. Moreover, he had notable roles in feature films, including Magnolia, Gus, The Shaggy DA, Private Benjamin, Body and Soul, and Protection. In addition to his extensive television work, Wells was featured in several TV movies, such as A Guide for the Married Woman, The Man in the Santa Claus Suit, The Rousters, and Snow in August. The actor was born as Jack Westelman in Montreal. Ned Wertimer. Ned Wertimer, a highly productive character actor best recognized for his portrayal of Ralph the Doorman on the CBS sitcom The Jeffersons for 11 seasons, has passed away at the age of 89. Wertimer's death occurred on January 2nd at the Sherman Village Healthcare Center near Los Angeles. It was the result of complications arising from a fall at his Burbank residence in late November, as confirmed by his longtime manager Brad LeMack. Wertimer's extensive career included more than 100 television appearances, with notable guest roles on popular series such as Gunsmoke, McMillan and Wife, Car 54, Where Are You?, The Debbie Reynolds Show, The Mary Tyler Moore Show, WKRP in Cincinnati, Mork and Mindy, He Namp She, and Family Law. His involvement in the Tony Award-winning production of Bye Bye Birdie began in 1961, where he replaced Paul Lynde. He continued to perform in various national touring and stock productions of plays and musicals, including Brigadoon, Hatful of Rain, Witness for the Prosecution, A Man for All Seasons, Cyrano de Bergerac, Annie Get Your Gun, Bells Are Ringing, Will Success Spoil Rock Hunter, and in later years, The Best of the Jeffersons, a recreation of 3 original episodes from the TV series featuring the original cast. Wertimer's move to Los Angeles in the mid-1960s marked a new phase in his career. He was actively engaged in the union contract negotiations of AFTRA and SAG throughout the years and served as a dedicated member of the board of directors of the AFTRA-SAG Federal Credit Union. He is survived by his wife, Skyn, who holds the title of Professor Emerita at California State University, Long Beach. Wertimer's surviving family also includes his sister-in-law, Eleanor, as well as a niece and 3 nephews. Funeral services will remain private. Thank you for being a part of this incredible journey, and I can't wait to see where we'll go next. Stay curious, stay inspired, and keep sharing your amazing stories with the world. Together, we'll make the YouTube community even more extraordinary.